Hello and welcome back to Simplimath. I'm Reshu, your maths teacher. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in mathematics, and here I'm helping you cover every concept, every example, every question from every exercise. So when you subscribe to the channel, you get access to all this knowledge, which will help you prepare for your exams better. In this video, we are covering question 1 from exercise 3.2. And question 1 has 6 parts. It asks us to solve the following pair of linear equation by substitution method. So in the first part, the given pair of linear equations are x plus y equals to 14 is one linear equation and x minus y equals to 4 is another linear equation. So we have to solve this pair of linear equation by the method of substitution. Now step 1 of the substitution method says to find the value of one variable in terms of another variable from any of the equation whichever is convenient to us. So now let us choose equation 2. Now from equation 2, if we take y to RHS, we get x equals to y plus 4. Let this be equation number 3. Step 2 of substitution method says to substitute the value of x in other equation and reduce it to an equation in one variable, that is an equation in terms of variable y. So we put equation 3 in equation 1, that is we substitute this x with y plus 4. So we get y plus 4 plus y equals to 14. So we get 2y plus 4 equals to 14. So we get 2y equals to 10. So we get y equals to 5. Now step 3 of the substitution method says to substitute the value of y obtained in step 2 in equation from step 1 and obtain the value of the other variable. So we put y equals to 5 in equation 3. So we know x equals to y plus 4. Now we know the value of y is 5. So x equals to 5 plus 4, which is equals to 9. So x equals to 9 and y equals to 5 is the solution of this pair of linear equations. Now the second pair of linear equation is s minus t equals to 3. This is the first equation, and s by 3 plus t by 2 equals to 6. So let us simplify this equation. So if we take the LCM of the denominator on LHS, we get 6 and we get 2s plus 3t, which is equals to 6. Now we take 6 to this side, so we get 2s plus 3t equals to 36. Now this is equation number 2. Step 1 of substitution method says to find the value of one variable in terms of another variable from any one of the equations. So let us choose equation number 1. So from equation number 1, if we take t to this side, we get s equals to t plus 3. So let this be equation number 3. Now step 2 of substitution method says to substitute the value of s in other equation and reduce it to an equation in other variable, that is an equation in terms of t. So we put s equals to t plus 3 in equation number 2. So putting s equals to t plus 3 in equation number 2. So we have 2 into t plus 3 plus 3t equals to 36. So we have 2t plus 6 plus 3t equals to 36, which is equals to 2 plus 3t. So this makes it 5t plus 6 equals to 36. Now 6 goes here, so we have 5t equals to 30. So t equals to 6. Now step 3 of the substitution method says to substitute the value of t obtained in step 2 in the other equation from step 1 and obtain the value of other variables. So we put t equals to 6 in equation number 3. So we have s equals to t plus 3 and we know t is 6. So this becomes 6 plus 3. So s is equals to 9 and t is equals to 6 is the solution of the given pair of linear equations. Now in the third part, The given pair of linear equations are 3x minus y equals to 3 and 9x minus 3y equals to 9. Let these be equation 1 and equation 2. Now step 1 of the substitution method says to find the value of one variable in terms of another variable from any one of the equations. Now from equation 1 we can say that 3x equals to, let's take this over RHS, so y plus 3, so x is equals to y plus 3 by 3. Let this be equation number 3. Now step 2 of the substitution method says to substitute the value of x in the other equation and reduce it to an equation in one variable, that is an equation in the in terms of variable y. So putting equation 3 in equation 2. So we have 9 into x. Let us substitute the value of x from here. 9 into y plus 3 by 3 minus 3y equals to 9. So we get, let's cancel this out. We have 3y plus 9 minus 3y equals to 9. Now plus 3y and minus 3y get cancelled, so we have 9 equals to 9. So this is one of the exceptions from step 2. That means the statement with no variable, we have no variable in either LHS or RHS, and the left hand side equals to right hand side. So in such a case there are infinitely many solutions. So you do not have one single solution, you have infinitely many solutions in this case. Now part 4 of the question has two equations. These are 0.2x plus 0.3y equals to 1.3. Let us simplify this. So what do is we multiply the equation on LHS and RHS by 10. So we have 10 into 0.2x plus 0.3y equals to 10 into 1.3. So we multiply this by 10 and this term by 10. So we get 10 into 0.2x plus 10 into 0.3y equals to 10 into 1.3. Now if we multiply these two, what do we get? We get 2x plus y, because 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10 and 10 into 0.2 can be written as 10 into 2 by 10. So this comes out to be 2. And similarly we have over here we have 3y equals to, here we have 13. So this is equation number 1. Now for the second equation, 0.4x plus 0.5y equals to 2.3. So when we again simplify this second equation, we multiply the LHS and RHS by 10. So we have 10 into 0.4x plus 0.5y, and on the RHS we have 10 into 2.3. So we multiply 10 by both the terms on LHS. So we have 10 into 0.4x plus 10 into 0.5y equals to 10 into 2.3. So we have 4x plus 5y equals to 23. So this is our equation number 2. Now coming to solving the pair of linear equations, we find the value of one variable in terms of another variable from whichever equation is convenient to us. So from equation 1, we can say that 2x equals to 13 minus 3y and x is equals to 13 minus 3y by 2. Let this be equation 3. From step 2, we substitute the value of x in the other equation and reduce it to an equation in one variable. So we put 3 in equation number 2. So we have 4 into x. We substitute the value of x from here. 13 minus 3y by 2 plus 5y equals to 23. So if we cancel this out, we have 2 into 13 minus 3y plus 5y equals to 23. Now let us simplify this. So we have 26 minus 6y plus 5y equals to 23. So this can be written as 26 minus y equals to 23. So if we take y to this side and 23 to this side, what do we get? We get 26 minus 23 equals to y. So we can say y is equals to 3. Now step 3 of substitution method is to substitute the value of y obtained in step 2 in the equation from step 1. So put y equals to 3 in equation 3. So we have x equals to 13 minus 3y. So 3 into what is the value of y? It is 3 upon 2. So 13 minus this becomes 9 by 2. So this is 4 by 2 which is equals to 2. So x equals to 2 and y equals to 3 is the solution of the given pair of linear equations. Now coming to the fifth part of the question, we have the given pair of linear equation as root 2x plus root 3y equals to 0 and root 3x minus root 8y equals to 0. Let this be equation 1 and let this be equation 2. Now the step 1 of substitution method says to find the value of one variable in terms of another variable from one of the equations. So from equation number 1 we can say root 2x, if we take this to this side, root 2x equals to minus root 3y. So I can say that x equals to minus root 3 by root 2y. Let this be equation 3. Now step 2 says to substitute the value of x in other equation and reduce it to an equation in one variable. Alright, so what do we do? Put the value of x from equation 3 in equation number 2. So we have root 3 into x. So let us put this value minus root 3 by root 2y and we write minus root 8y as it is equal to 0. Alright, now let us multiply this term. We have minus 3 by root 2y minus root 8 can be written as root 2 into 2 into 2. So this comes out to be 2 into root 2. So I can write this as 2 root 2 y equal to 0. Now we take the LCM on the LHS. So what do we get? We take root 2 common. So we multiply the second term by root 2. So 2 root 2 into root 2 y equal to 0. So we get minus 3y. This root 2 and root 2 gets multiplied. So we get 2 and 1 2 is already there. So it comes out to be 4. So we have 4y upon root 2 equal to 0. So this can be written as minus 7y upon root 2 equal to 0. So root 2 goes to RHS. So root 2 into 0 is 0 equals to minus 7y. So minus 7y equal to 0 implies y equal to 0. Now step 3 of the substitution method says to substitute the value of y obtained in step 2 in the equation from step 1. So putting y equal to 0 in this equation, in equation number 3, we get x equals to minus root 3 by root 2y. Now y value is 0. So if anything multiplied by 0 is 0, so x is also 0. Therefore, the solution of the given pair of linear equations is x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Now the last part of the question has a pair of linear equations. It is 3 by 2x minus 5 by 3y equals to minus 2. Now let us solve this. We take the LCM on the LHS. So we get LCM as 6 and we get 9x minus 10y equals to minus 2. Now we take 6 to this side. So we have 9x minus 10y equals to minus 12. So this is our equation number 1. Now the second equation is x by 3 plus y by 2 equals to 13 by 6. Now again we take the LCM on the LHS. So we have 2x plus 3y by 6 equals to 13 by 6. Now we take 6 on this side. So we have 2x plus 3y equals to 13 by 6 into 6. So 6 and 6 get cancelled. So we have 2x plus 3y equals to 13. So this is our equation number 2. Now step 1 of substitution method says to find the value of one variable in terms of another variable from one of the equations. So from equation number 2 I can say that 2x equals to 13 minus 3y and x is equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. Let this be equation number 3. Now step 2 says to substitute the value of x in another equation and reduce it to an equation in one variable. So what do? We put the value of x from equation 3 in equation number 1. So we have 9 into the value of x, 13 minus 3y by 2 minus 10y equals to minus 12. So let us multiply 9 by both of these terms. So we have 117 minus 27y by 2 minus 10y equals to minus 12. Yeah. Now we take the LCM on the LHS. So we have 2 common, 117 minus 27y, because 2 is already in the denominator and we multiply 2 by this. So minus 20y equals to minus 12. Now solving the LHS, we have 117 minus 47y upon 2 equals to minus 12. Now we take 2 to the RHS. So we have 117 minus 47y equals to minus 24. Now we take 24 to the LHS and minus 47y to the RHS. So we have 117 plus 24 equals to 47y. So we have 47y is equals to 141. So this implies y is equals to 3. Now we put the value of y equals to 3 in equation number 3. So we have x is equals to 13 minus 3y. So what is the value of y is 3 divided by 2. 13 minus 9 by 2, which is equals to 4 by 2, which is equals to 2. So x comes out to be 2 and y comes out to be 3. So x equals to 2 and y equals to 3 is the solution of given pair of linear equations. So this is how you have to proceed with such questions. If you have any queries, leave them down in the comment section below. And if you like the video, subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends.